This is a Lamborghini Huracan STO, and this is a Lamborghini Urus Performante. But we're not going to talk about facts and figures. There's plenty of motoring journalists reading the brochure on this platform. No, what I want to talk about first is the hobby tourists that have wormed their way into car culture. Definition: someone who just likes the aesthetic, but doesn't really care about the heart and soul, the history, or even has the skill set required to be a true enthusiast. Most of us in our little group of friends grew up in the 90s, where there was no social media platforms pushing these cars in front of our faces as we doom scrolled through day traders, OnlyFans models, and YouTubers' car collections. To see this level of car in the wild when we grew up was a rare and special occasion. That guy driving the Ferrari or Lamborghini wanted that car, like really wanted that car. There wasn't easy access to different financial options in those days, neither was there really any forethought of how these cars would later turn into financial investments. They weren't easy to come by, maintain, or even live with. That guy driving the supercar was just simply a car guy. For us, as genuine car lovers, these cars are engineering marvels. We stand back in awe of the fit and finish, and what OEM manufacturers can do with hard to work with materials such as composites and fancy metals. And owning just even one of these cars is a privilege and a personal achievement. But at the end of the day, it's still just a car. So on the other end of the spectrum are the cars that nurtured our passion, that helped us build a community, that kept us out of trouble, and sometimes got us into trouble. This is Chris, and he's the reason why any of us even know each other, much less Rat Dog as we know it even existing. Oh my god, the bush is like sideways in there.
The other one's even worse.
If you're new here, you won't really know who he is, but he's recently bought this awful E46. And secretly, we're trying to make him do stuff to it. So, first things first, maintenance, I guess. It's got fire. So, let's start off with some bushes. It appears that the rear trailing arm bushes have been in there since pretty much new. A right-hand drive 330 convertible auto, first registered in Switzerland, of all places, spending the second part of its life in North London, so clearly the perfect base to start with. I think the end goal for his 330 is a fun cruiser that you can put the roof down and let his hair blow in the wind. If you didn't catch that joke, he's very, very much bald. Crispin ball from day. He threw a very stupid idea into the group chat, and we all have to collectively keep him accountable, especially you guys. But before I tell you what it was, let's finish changing these bushes.
Just before that hit, I had vision of letting go of the f***ing hammer and it going into his M4.
So after dealing with the trailing arm bushes, we replaced the outer camber arm and upper arm bushes with the OEM rose mounts that you've seen us fit a few times now. Obviously not forgetting to replace the camber bolts and washers. While this was all going on, I decided that my car needed some repairs as well.
Is that E30?
After bearing with the noise from our outer ball joints for a few days, I thought it'd be safest just to change them.
I do it in situ?
No, you need to take the whole thing
I
down.
can understand. I'm going to change the gazebo. So then,
Yeah, just take the whole thing down. But be careful when you're knocking that out.
Bastard, I've got a handbrake on and park.
So you want to split it there and not split it there, because all the balls come out, and that's like 130 quid. So we're here with the shit cars today.
Shit cars. Hello. Hello, internet.
There's a dog. It's full ADHD. So I was meant to be coming to film Chris do his rear end and his bushes, but it's turned into me ordering wishbones, and because my ball joints were destroyed. We got some Powerflex. Well, we finally got the wishbones. I had to heat it up a little bit, as you saw, and hammer it. Wasn't nice, but it's done now. So if you haven't watched my most recent vlog, this is my trusty 325 M Sport, automatic of course, and I'm trying desperately not to modify it. You love an X5, don't you? You love your new what is it?
I love our new E53 X5. It's had all new bushes underneath. What else it had? I fixed the sunroof, I fixed the light control module, I've fixed the central locking, and it's still sub £2,000.
Is it? No way! See?
3 litre diesel, N57,
ZF?
with ZF gearbox. It's a great beater. Perfect.
Just for added context, Chris actually sold this to Peter. We need to see them brake lines. The people need to see those brake lines.
Drop a comment if we should put a big turbo on this car.
So yeah, that was a stupid idea. He wants to turbo this.
Adequate to have like 12 litres of brake fluid in the system.
Yeah.
Like it's looped there, and then like we got the big loop.
I think you're right, I don't have the cutting tools for it.
Yeah, I think they genuinely just sort of went with what they had and went, oh, just tuck the excess somewhere.
Yeah.
The mastic is shit.
So I guess it's time to continue with this light restoration. That's insane. Replacing the centre bearing with something not held together with mastic should help quite a lot.
Maybe we're okay.
That's bad. That wasn't connected.
I'll feel it.
What? You just touched it. This car just gets worse and worse. Chris is main dealer VW trained and a hardcore VAG boy, but hopefully that's the last of his problems with this car, and it doesn't discourage him from moving over to the dark side.
You see it?
Oh no, I spoke too soon. Over at my car with my nice shiny new wishbones, I decide to do a full service because why not?
Gaslights dimmer bright. Is it all just?
And finally, on Chris's car, after replacing loads of suspension bits and winding the coilovers down a little bit, it's always best practice to align it. But fortunately, we're at TRS and Ned was at hand.
There should be no hesitation. You're a bullet through the door. I don't know what you're waiting for anymore. You're a bullet through the door.
And even with no supercars to be seen all day, we all had fun hanging out together, talking rubbish and messing about on our shit cars. And of course, Peter Trander tried to help and ended up just being a pain in the ass.
Poem without rhyme. A birthday cake without the wishes.
Go like brr, 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 and then there's smoke coming out.
Chocolate vanilla swirl with cookie crunch, please.
Everything stays the same.
And then we remember that we don't have pads and we don't have fuel as well.
No!
Not right.